Say
Hello.
something.
We out here. All right, cool. We're back.
Hooray!
Yay.
Yay! Okay, what now?
Now what?
Oh, now what? I forget where we. I think I was talking, but
You were,
I feel like
yes.
you could just transition into the next.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and we are back in 3, 2, 1. And we've kind of touched on it here and there through a lot of our answers, but what are some of the resources for those who might be experiencing burnout? Puppet.
Yeah. So I am a big nerd. So I found that TED Talks. They have curated a list. They've curated a list of 10 TED Talks that you can watch when you're feeling burnt out, and it's all kinds of different TED Talks about stress or how to take time off or how to rest or the art of stillness. And so, if you just go to TED.com, you'll see they have lots of playlists, and one of them is specifically for burnout, which is very cool. I'm just going to put that in the chat because why not? And then also, another way to rest, which is pretty well known, is through meditation and just taking space and focusing on your breath and so on. Personally, I use an app called Calm to just calm down. Basically, they have different soundscapes and they have daily meditations and things like that. So I found that those are really helpful just to find space, kind of like in a preventative way from being burnt out. And then also, I will say that I think somebody mentioned it earlier, but finding somebody to talk to, like finding a therapist or finding some kind of professional help is always good, even for those of us who don't feel like we're experiencing an emergency. It's always a preventative measure to go to therapy anyway. And there's another app that is pretty popular right now called BetterHelp. And I have a couple friends who are using BetterHelp, and they are really loving it. It's a really wonderful app that connects you with different professionals, and you can do video visits with them, or you can meet with them in person. They help you figure out, what your insurance covers, and there are also, my one friend, he sometimes just doesn't feel like talking, so he just texts with his therapist, because that's how he connects best. Moonlit also mentioned in the chat. There's Headspace and also Talkspace. Those are two other apps that are really great. So there is an app for that.
Yes, there is. Also, if you have insurance, like I have Blue Cross here in Texas, once you go into the website, it pretty much points you towards, hey, we have, I think it's called Teledoc, which is very similar to, again, Headspace and all those things, where you can virtually meet a doctor. There's in a post pandemic world, I think a lot of people are pointing in that direction of having the option to, again, meet you virtually. Again, if you are lucky enough to, again, unfortunate enough to have insurance, definitely go and log in, see what is and isn't covered. you might be surprised what may be covered or not. But also having these apps are really important. And also Puppet mentioned something earlier that again helps me out a lot as well. Just cleaning sometimes also helps. Because again, I forgot what it is, but like if your room is cluttered, then your mind is cluttered kind of mindset thing as well. And having that burnout of just, I don't feel like I'm organized. I don't feel that I have control of what I want to have control in. And for me, at least, having like, I'm going to clean right now. Like, and I'm in that mode. I'm listening to a podcast or music and got my gloves on. I'm digging into into the tiles or whatever. Like that can be very therapeutic for a lot of people, of just having that mind space that my room is clean. Like knowing that I finished this task. I think that it's something that, again, if you enjoy cleaning or just want to get, that mindset, a lot of times, at least for me, if my room is dirty, I can feel like that pressure on that if I can get that clean, I have accomplished something. It doesn't have to be anything grand. It's just, hey, I made my bed today. Or I'm actually going to go to sleep at a reasonable time. Oh, man. Also, Autumn mentioned something a little bit earlier as well. Again, thank you, Autumn, for being here. You're awesome. Mm-hmm. But like, should we teach future generations about like burnout and all those things? And I'm like, yeah, we should. It's like, to me, there's so many things that aren't really taught in schools that are lacking, especially with like mental health in a general sense, like needs to be talked about. Like the pressure you put on a school kid at like 14 who has to, go to school 8 hours a day, plus have homework, plus I'm in a sport, or plus I'm in debate, plus, my parents want me to have a job, plus, whatever else is there, and also make sure you're getting like at least 8 hours of sleep a night, and, social with friends, and it's just so much to put on a child and say, oh yeah, by the way, gotta go to college too, and oh, if you don't have the money, whoopsie daisy. Like, it's so much. So like, for me, absolutely, I think that should be taught in schools. I think there should be, again, I know kids get like days off from school, but like there should be certain days where it's like, you know what, we're just going to relax for today, because you know what, we just had a big test, and the day after that, we're not going to do anything. Like, you guys could be on your phones, do whatever. Don't tweet about it, I guess. I don't know. But definitely, I think we should be teaching this to kids, so the next few generations won't have as like what's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't have like the stigma of, oh, you're going to counseling? Oh, that means something's wrong with you. Yeah, something's wrong with me, just like it is with everyone else. I'm just the first one to actually admit it, that something's wrong and I'm trying to fix it. So definitely, I think that should be in schools. Definitely, I think that should be taught to, even maybe before school, like even with toddlers, like, yo, do you want to go outside? No? Okay. You tired of this Barney show? I understand. You're burned out by it. I understand. Like, been doing this for 30 years. He's a little tired. I know. Let's watch something else. But yeah, definitely, I think it should be in schools. Oh, man. Let's see. Anyone else have any resources or anything like that they'd like to share about, again, helping with burnout?
Not me, I don't know anything.
Craig,
you still here? Craig's still here.
Craig is still here.
So proud of you, Craig.
He's not been burnt out.
He has not been burnt out, but Craig, we might be burnt out of you. Mm-hmm. There's another version of you, Craig. You might get replaced. Oh, man. So, with that has been the end. Well, that would be the end. No, this is the end of the podcast. I want to thank you all so much for joining me this week, virtually on the interwebs and also through the podcast as well. I've been your host, Sam. You can find me on all social media, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. I'm not a boomer. Instagram under Sam Said It DFW. And Jen, thank you for joining us again. Jen, where can you be found?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Lawmage Academy or at Virinius Dev. I'm mostly active there. And all my other socials are linked there as well. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, it's been our pleasure, man. Again, this has been great. Puppet, where can you be found?
You can find me on all the socials at Puppet Master N. That's Puppet Master EN. And I stream on this channel on Saturday nights at 7 o'clock Pacific time. So come see me for the spoopy indie games.
And Taz.
Yes, you can find me at TazTDevil3 on all the social medias. I stream for Game Raven Sunday nights, co-hosting Raven parties with Dark Isle tonight. For those of you on stream, when we playing some Don't Starve Together. That's gonna be a good time. And then tomorrow, or on Mondays, I also stream for Game Raven. And then upcoming developments have allowed me to stream back on my personal channel once more. I don't know what the schedule's going to look like for that, but expect some more personal content from yours truly. It gets a little hectic over there. You know, the censorship is off, and you know, who starts spitting words, you know, it gets crazy over there. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what's going to happen, but look forward to that. I'm very excited. So you were first to hear about this. Way to be there. But yes.
I am clutching my pearls in anticipation. And as always, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok. That's right. We're coming for the children.
Wait. Hold up.
Wait.
Hold up.
We're coming for the. We are. Yeah. Again, Twitch fails. That you don't take that in context, please. No.
Post this on Reddit.
No. Is that what I meant? Don't. All right. So and TikTok, for the new generation that are the new generation. Yeah. That's safe. Yeah, thank you. And again, if you would like to follow us on TikTok where we post things, again, that is at Game Raven Review, and also on Twitch where our streamers will be bringing you different indie games 7 days a week. That's right. On a Wednesday, you have nothing else to do? Right there. We're right there for you on Twitch. Again, at Game Raven Review. You can also find us. Oh, I didn't read that sentence before looking at it. You can also find even more incredible indies by visiting us at GameRavenReview.com. Again, if you would like to see more incredible indies, please visit us at GameRavenReview.com. Also, if you'd like to join our Discord, a link to our Discord is right there as well. Thank you for joining us once more. Have a fantastic week. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.